What's up and welcome back to another video. My name is Michaela, aka Moe Kickz, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how I make these custom Nike slides. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then just keep on watching. So for those of you who don't know or follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I'm actually a shoe customizer. So if you want to check out the work that I've done, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Moe_Kickz. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel because majority of my videos will be about customizing shoes. So to start off, I'm going to be using this acetone and some cotton pads to get rid of the factory finish on these slides. I do this to every pair of slides that I've customized, as well as any other shoes that I've done. I ordered these cotton pads in bulk on Amazon, and all of the products that I use in my videos I will be linking in the description down below. So I'm going to go ahead and dip my cotton pad in the acetone and then prep the surfaces that I'm going to be painting. I like to go over these areas at least twice on each shoe just to make sure that I've taken the factory finish off of every inch of the shoe. Prepping the shoe is the most important step when it comes to customizing shoes. If you do not do this step well, the amount of paint or top coat is not going to save your project, and your paint will start chipping off prematurely. Now that we've prepped the slides with acetone, I'm going to go in with some tape to get rid of the fuzzies that was left over from the cotton pad. If you skip this step and just start painting, these fuzzies will create a texture and your paint will not lay down as smoothly. Now I'm going to tape off the rest of the slide. This step isn't really necessary because I'll be leaving the background black. It also isn't necessary if you plan on painting the base of the slide with the paintbrush, but if you plan on using an airbrush, this step is a must. So you obviously want to tape off all of the areas that you don't want the paint to get on. And here I'm just using an X-Acto knife to cut out the corners of the slides. If you plan on painting the background, you'll also want to tape off the logo. Again, I'm just leaving it black, so I'm going to skip that step. For every pair of shoes that I make, I always go in with the Angelus Direct Leather paint. Their paints are specifically made for shoe customization. They're a one-stop shop, and they have a whole bunch of different items that you can choose from. They're very beginner-friendly. They even have their own starter kits where it has just a few of their basic paints as well as some brushes to go along with it. They also have a 12-pack where you can choose 12 different colors of your choice. This is what I personally started out with when I got into customizing shoes. They also have their own line of shoe cleaners and shoe polishers. They provide shoelaces, they have accessories like paint brushes, paint caps, X-Acto knives and their blades, and so much more. They also recently came out with their own top coat finishers. I personally use a different brand for my projects, but Angelus sent me some of their top coats to try out and they're just as great. The tip I'm going to give you guys is that if you have any old t-shirts lying around, cut them up and use them as your rags to wipe your paint on. It'll end up saving you money on paper towels. So now that our project is prepped and ready to go, I'm going to go in with this AIT Art Mini Liner Detail Paintbrushes that I found on Amazon. My customer requested this bandana pattern on her slides, which at this point is kind of what I'm known for. No matter what your design is, you're always going to want to go in with thin, light layers of paint. If you go in with thick layers, your paint will eventually crack when creased. So like I mentioned, bandana pattern is what I'm known for at this point. I started out with painting the bandana pattern on some Air Forces, which then I started doing on Cortezes, and also led me to painting on Nike slides as well. I've never been asked to paint anything else on slides besides the bandana pattern, so the only thing I really have to show for is just painting a different background behind the pattern. Recently I got to do these two-tone slides. If I end up getting an order for those again, I will definitely make another video showing you guys how I blend the two colors together. So now I have the first layer of the design painted on both shoes. And if you can tell, some of the areas are not a solid white, so I'm going to go in with about 3 to 4 more coats of white just to make sure that those parts are solid. Here's a comparison between the two. On the left we have the 3 coats of white, and on the right side we only have the 1 coat. I believe this is my 3rd coat of white, and you can still see some of the lines are not as solid as I would like them to be, so I'm going to go in with that 4th coat off camera. So now I'm going to go in and add any of the little black details, as well as do any touch-ups that need to be done. So now that we're finished painting the design, I'm going to go in with the Liquid Kickz flat top coat sealer. They have a few different finishes like gloss, matte, flat, and factory finish. I personally just like the flat finish. I'm going to use my Pache airbrush that I got off of Amazon. It came with not only the airbrush itself, but the compressor, the hose, the needles, and all the other little accessories that you need. I'm also using this portable spray booth that just helps prevent you from breathing in all of the paint particles, as well as overspray and getting it all over your workspace. I like to go in with about 2 to 3 coats of top coat on each project that I do, just to make sure that I've sealed every part of the shoe. So here I'm trying to show you the difference. This slide doesn't have any top coat, and you can still see a little shine within the Nike logo. And this one already has a top coat where you can see there isn't a shine anymore, it's just completely flat. So I completely forgot to record this part, but lately on every pair that I do, I brand it with my logo using Cricut iron-on vinyl. I'll show how I do that in another video. But now for the most satisfying part, we get to finally untape the finished product. And here is the final result. If you guys have any questions about the process, please leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to answer them. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I will be doing more videos of customizing shoes as well as making shirts or anything that involves running a small business. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll be showing you guys how I make apparel for my small business using HTV Ron's auto heat press as well as customizing Nike swoosh.